Hello everyone, Angel here, and today we're going to resume our Let's Play of Star Trek A Final Unity. As you may recall, or should I say, previously, on Star Trek The Next Generation, we got a distress call from a place called Simcoe 4, from Chancellor Dana with bad hair, and apparently their super experimental station has been attacked and is going to possibly explode and kill, well, certainly a lot of people on the planet. So we've arrived, and we need to send out our first away mission. So I'm looking forward to that. And of course, at the start of the game, we had the whole thing with that warbird and carrying these 3 people fleeing persecution and wanting us to get involved and finding a 5th scroll and completely overthrowing their society, because that's what the Federation should be doing. Yes. Well, anyway, I'm sure we'll come back to that later. For now, though, let's head on over to the transport. Well, actually, let's see if anyone has anything interesting to say here.
Number 1. I'm sorry, Captain. I don't have any.
No.
Captain.
No.
I'm sorry, Captain.
No.
I should.
Okay, I'd just like to see if there's any dialogue sometimes. So, off to the transporter. Okay, so
Beam down coordinates selected.
because we are on Captain difficulty, we have to manually select our away team. So we could have anyone we like come along, including we've got 2 random people here, Karlstrom and Butler. I have no idea why they were added. I guess just a bit of flavour. I think you automatically get them once throughout the game, but I don't think they provide anything of use. So we just got the main cast here. Whilst I think it would be fun to have Picard come along, I seem to recall it's Riker, Data, Worf, and LaForge who go for this one, and I think that makes the most sense. So,
Commander Riker, please report to the transporter room. Lieutenant Commander Data, please report to the transporter room.
and they instantly appear. Some
Lieutenant Worf, please report to the transporter room.
mighty efficient reporting to the transporter room.
Lieutenant Commander LaForge, please report to the transporter room.
And of course we can also choose our kit. We're automatically assigned a phaser and a tricorder, but as there are possibly injuries, we're going to need some... Actually, no, we don't need Worf, do we? I'm wrong. Go away, Worf. We need Dr. Crusher, don't we? Because there are injuries.
Dr.
So, yeah.
Crusher, please report to the transporter room.
Okay. So we got our team, and then it selects our beam down coordinates. Now, interestingly, the manual on this suggests that we have an option of where we can possibly beam down, but this is completely automated. We never have a choice, but the manual seems to make a deal out of showing this to us and saying this is how we choose our beam down point. It makes me wonder if the game actually had grander intentions or more flexibility in where you were allowed to beam down. I don't know. But anyway, let's energize. Yep, you have to do the upward motion as well. That's cool. Alright. Some nice intro music. So here we have our new interface here. We've got the ability to look at things, to interact with things, to talk with things, and to walk around. And then we've got our equipment. I think this is the phaser. Yep, phaser power settings, and we've got...
I'd say I like the looks of this. Data? Will we have to return here to beam out?
Perhaps not. As the station's shields weaken, the Enterprise sensors should be able to establish a transporter lock.
Keep me advised. I want to know the instant the station's shields begin to fail.
Yes, sir.
And we've got our communicator for contacting the ship. And yes, and here we select which party member we're going to interact with. So this does matter. If you talk to someone with Data, for example, he will go up to them and talk to them.
We have to find the life support.
Not that there's anything useful at the moment. So Okay, so let's take a look around our surroundings. What we got here? We've got a power monitor.
Surges have damaged systems throughout the station. Life support is still online, but overload is likely. This station was built by the Simconians. I suspect we will find many of their control panels
Okay,
Power surges have
get the same. Let's use our tricorder on these things.
damaged.
That's the same. Ooh, okay. So this is kind of cool. When you get the tricorder to actually read something, you get actual information. Get our mission objectives. Okay, page 1 or 2. So this is actually giving you some information here. The transport will function, but we'll need coordinates. Okay. Not recommended for transporting living or complex targets. So basically, we shouldn't use this transporter.
This transporter is unstable. I am reading large fluctuations.
Yeah, what he said. We shouldn't use this to transport people. So if we find any, let's take a look at this. Designate coordinates. We've got nothing to beam on.
The connection to the sensors is damaged. We must the connection to...
Okay. I don't think there's anything else, so we walk to door. Okay. Anything of interest, guys?
The schematics, the life support controls are up in station administration.
Let's get up to the station's...
Yeah. So the game, I think, is doing a pretty good job of giving us the information we need and will prompt us to sort of suggest where we need to go next. So everyone's saying station administration. There's nothing more we can actually do here right now. So yeah, let's switch back to Riker and off we go. Nice. What's over here? We've got a... looks like a woman trapped under a cable. So we have to go over here. Now, I learnt a long time later that there's a trick, because obviously this is taking a while for Riker to go here, but if you hold down shift, it happens much quicker. And trust me, you're going to need that shortcut for some later parts of the game. And I really wish I knew that as a kid, because I seem to remember there's at least one portion of the game where you have to do a lot of waiting for things to go back and forth several times. So yeah, that's a useful thing, and that's left shift and right shift. But here we go. We got a lady here. She looks like she injured. So let's have Crusher use the medical tricorder. Why don't she use the regular tricorder? See what happens.
Getting some life signs, but they're not...
Okay, but what about the medical tricorder?
She's got multiple fractures in both legs.
Cool.
The bones in the lower part of her left leg are shattered. She's in shock and there's some internal bleeding.
So that's cool. You use the regular tricorder, you just get some basic readings. You use the medical tricorder, you get proper readings. And it's nice attention to detail, I like that.
All things considered, she's very lucky. I can take care of the worst of her injuries here, but I'd like to get her to sickbay.
Well, can we treat her with the medkits? So...
There's no need...
Shush. You trapped woman. There we
Can't do
go.
anything for her until we get...
Okay, can Data move the cable? Because he's pretty strong.
The cable cannot be moved without risk of further injury.
Alright, what about this cable? What is it?
Readings indicate that this data transfer line was struck by a high-energy phased plasma beam.
This cable's built for handling information, not energy. I'm surprised it didn't just vaporize when it was hit.
Okay, so we can't move it. We could beam it, but we don't have any coordinates. And, yeah, so possibly... I think we need to cut it with a phaser. Let's see.
A phaser burst at a low setting would pose no threat to her, and might cut through the cable.
As tempted as I am to try a higher setting, in fact, no, I am tempted to try a higher setting, because sometimes I just like to see the failure state of a game, or if it's going to even let you do it. So, maximum power.
She was too close when the cable vaporized. It was a risk we had to take.
It was not a risk we had to take, but okay, that happened.
She was too close.
I'm not actually sure you can progress further, or at least save the station. I'm not going to find out. I'm going to reload. Because I'm pretty sure you have to get some station information from her, or at least a code or something, if I recall correctly. Whether that prevents you from going further in the game, I don't know. But yeah, okay, that was interesting. Anyway, let's do this properly. Low setting, fire away.
The cable has been severed.
Alright, cool. Let's now use our medical tricord. No, sorry, medkit.
I can't do anything for her until we get that...
Oh, okay, so we still need to get it away. So, okay, we still need coordinates. Do we scan the cable part? Let's find out. There we go.
Indicate that this data was struck by a...
What if you move? Can you move it, data?
The cable cannot be...
Okay.
We can't move this. We can't move this section. It's still
Might be smooth enough to transport. Okay.
capacity data transfer cable, probably a main communications line. Reading.
Okay. I don't know if we had the coordinates, but let's. You know, it doesn't actually matter who you pick to go this over walking. So let's go back. And you can see here, shift. La 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 la. Done. Okay, come on, in we go. Right, so transporter. Should have LaForge use this maybe? Let's go over here. Ah, you see, so we have the choice here. Now, if you remember, it did say we should not beam up any complex matter or organic matter, so this is possibly another way to kill the woman. Yeah. Should we try that and see what happens? I'm kind of curious. Except I can't choose now. Oh, okay. Well... well, she's just gonna die. Then the same thing's gonna happen, so let's just go for the data cable. Alright, and... energize. Alright, cool. Let's go back now and talk to the lady. Do. I love that I can do that so quickly. Anyway.
I don't think that's such a good idea.
Oh yeah, I have to heal her first, don't we? So, do that.
That takes care of the worst of her injuries. She's coming around now.
Those med packs do sure work fast. Gotta love 24th century technology. Oh yeah, we have to talk to her. She's not gonna just talk to ourselves.
How do you feel?
I'll manage. You're from Starfleet, aren't you?
Yes, we're from the Enterprise. We just arrived.
Thank goodness you're here. I'm Anna Bennett, Chief Medical Officer. Listen, we've got a lot of wounded here. How many can you evacuate?
We can get everyone, but not until we lower the shield.
We can't do that until we stabilize or jettison the power core.
Okay. Well, we've already asked her how she felt.
What happened here?
We were attacked, but I don't know who or what it was. I was headed for sickbay when something struck the hull and tore this cable loose.
Do you have any guesses who might have done this? Was there any warning?
We never knew what hit us. There was an initial attack which lasted maybe 10 minutes. Later there was a hull breach and the power systems went crazy. I don't remember anything after that. I passed out.
What did you mean when you said the power systems went crazy?
It's this insane experiment Dr. Greaves and some of the other researchers put in place. A revolutionary power source. It's unstable enough to begin with. After sustaining damage like this, who knows what it'll do?
It's just like that particle fountain thing in Season 7 again. With the exocomps. That was an unstable power source thing. Then there's the Omega particle, another unstable power source. We like unstable power sources in Star Trek.
We've been reading some large power fluctuations. Is that normal?
How should I know? Those maniacs. You know what they've got down there? They plugged the biggest research station in the quadrant into a singularity, a black hole.
So, like the Romulans then. Nerd talk. The Romulan starships, warbirds, use a quantum singularity, a micro black hole, to power their warp drives. So, seems pretty normal to me.
And why the energy fluctuations? Singularity-driven power sources are...
Yeah, okay.
Greaves came up with some scheme to increase the energy output. Something about gravity waves. I don't know all the details, but it involved destabilizing the containment field.
Kind of cool. We've only confirmed gravity waves in the last few years.
Where are the rest of the...
Most of them probably escaped when Commander Wild gave the order to evacuate after the first attack. But I know many are trapped and can't reach the shuttle bays.
Okay, well, no point asking how you feel again, so okay, we'll check on you later.
Check on you later. Right now, we've got to stop the core breach if we can.
All right. I think I'll be fine for now.
Yep, you just lie there with what still looks like a cable partially on your legs or something. But, you know, she is the chief medical officer of this station. She can, you know, she's a doctor. She can deal with it. So, ooh.
Looks like this goes all the way to the power core.
What does Data say about this?
No unusual.
Okay. Okay, well, I guess we can go this way now? Oh, I don't want... yes, you can... so spacebar allows me to... Okay, that's cool, right. Off we go. Alright, what have we got? Those are some massive power conduits. A lot of technical fluff here. Warp 9.9994 warp equivalents. That's insane. If you understand anything about the warp scale. Which is, yeah, that's insane. Okay, yeah, fluff. I don't think that's actually needed for anything. So,
Readings show tremendous fluctuations in the power level.
Can't imagine what could cause something like this. There's a tremendous drain, then it cuts off suddenly and even reverses slightly, almost as if something were breathing the energy.
Severe power oscillations place great stress on the protective shielding. If the shields fail...
A core breach. According to these readings, I'd say we have less than an hour.
okay. I wonder if the game actually has a hidden timer, that if we just sit and do nothing for a while, the station will explode. So, walk to catwalk. Okay, let's go to the turbo lift then. Let's go to administration. Okay.
It's dead. Power surges have disabled most of the station's primary systems. Looks like a power surge knocked out the holotable. I could fix it if we had more time, or if I had a flux router, I could bypass the damage completely.
A flux router, as we would say. Okay. Maybe we'll find one of those.
I don't see anything special about it.
Well, it's a window.
There's nothing on you.
Intriguing.
I do like the different characters' reactions to things. I mean, Riker's here is the best. It's like he's found something attractive out there. Another space lady he can seduce.
A lot of these systems are out.
Let's tricorder these things.
It's dead.
No,
Looks like a power surge.
no.
A lot of these systems...
Okay, so looking in tricording sometimes just results in the same dialogue, so...
We must access the emergency life support panel in order to stabilize life support.
It didn't...
This is...
Okay, let's...
A lot of these systems are out.
Oh,
I think we're in luck. This life support console's still active.
okay. Oh,
With the emergency systems access...
I think
It didn't work.
LaForge said something there and I missed what he said. I think it's basically enter authorization code. There we go.
Life support power without the access code. Maybe Dr. Bennett knows it.
Ah, so this would be why we need that woman alive. If we didn't have her alive, then she would be able to give us the code. That said, there is at least one other character we interact with here, the Dr. Grimes or Grimes, whatever his name is, and I think he would probably give us the code as well as an alternative solution to solve this problem. If the design was pretty good, that's probably how they would do it, in case so you don't just automatically lock yourself out progressing if you make a mistake. So yeah, all right. So we need the code. So let's go back to the young lady who is still trapped partially by a pipe and just lying there, you know, casually.
We need some help.
What is it?
We need the access code to put life support on emergency power.
But that should happen automatically.
Only if the main power has been interrupted. The core is still providing power.
So the emergency system never kicked in. But if there's main power, why shift to emergency power?
The fluctuations in main power are getting worse. A big enough surge could overload the life support system.
I warned them about using an inherently unstable power source. I never thought it would come to this. The code is 334L42.
Now, I remember as a kid writing these things down because I didn't know if I actually had to enter it manually, and I know some games do actually make you do that, so... But I don't think this is the case in this one.
Stabilize life support.
You should jettison that thing. If it breaches the containment field, life support will be the least of our problems.
So I think this is going to be one of the two options we have to resolve this situation. I think one of the things I like about this game, from what I remember, is that you do have multiple choices in how you approach things, and there are multiple outcomes. Although the overall plot still progresses in the same way, the individual missions do have their own variations on the outcomes. So if you remember when we talked to the Admiral in the first video, there was an option to see how did we perform, and I think she gives us basically some ideas of what we did or didn't do. And I think this is true in the 25th anniversary game, which is a similar one to this, but with the original series crew. The Admiral would basically give you feedback on whether you got 100% of everything or if you missed something, that sort of thing. So I think it's the same here.
We'll be back to check on you later. Right now, we've got to stop the core breach if we can.
All right. I think I'll be...
Okay, cool. Let's go back to here, administration. Let's do this. Yep, authorization code done. Use power redirect. Okay, I guess that's done, and... Did we do the right thing? I hope so.
The power core controls
The most likely place.
Okay, well,
Here's the life support panel.
I guess we're okay. Whoops, maybe? I don't know. Engineering. Oh, hello.
I'd say we found our intruder.
The design is unfamiliar to me. It may have been built by a race we have not yet encountered.
Definitely not Romulan.
Amazing. It's using a plasma suspension beam to draw energy straight out of the main conduits.
I've never seen anything.
I'd say we found...
Yeah, okay. Alright. Well, let's have Data do a scan on this thing. 126 kilograms. That seems awfully light for something like that. Subject is naturally occurring interplanetary debris. I think these are previous tricorder readings on this one. Okay, so yeah, okay. I don't think this is interplanetary debris.
My tricorder readings do not match my personal observations. Perhaps this device can deceive our tricorders.
It's sending false readings to our tricorders. It's like a chameleon. It disguises itself perfectly. If we weren't here to see it, we'd never know it was here. It could probably fool our ship sensors just as easily. This chameleon field seems to take a fraction of a second to adjust to new scanning frequencies. If I set the tricorder to render... There. I'm getting a partial reading now.
There we go, that's a much better weight, a minimum. Neutronium. That's very resilient stuff, as I recall. That matches the speed of the Enterprise. Warning, evidence of phaser capability.
Yep, it's a neutronium hull, all right, and a powerful energy source. I've never seen that much power.
Okay, so there's a control room there. I think this is where we need to go. And I think if we try to go that way, this thing will shoot us. So let's find out.
It's unfamiliar to me.
Yeah, I know. Data, you're pretty resilient, so let's see what happens when you go over here. Oh! He dead?
It's Data.
Of course it's Data.
Lieutenant Commander Data is
Can you...
stunned.
Okay, so he should get back up of his own accord, I think. We'll just let him, lie down there. I like how no one seems at all concerned that he's been shot. It's Data! Are you going to get back up, Data? You okay, buddy? There we go. Okay. I won't do that again, so let's scan damaged conduit.
Alien machine cut through the conduit casing to get at the energy inside.
Already done that.
Massive fluctuations in the power level.
Alright, I don't think there's anything else to look at here, so we can't go this way, so we'll go into the engineering lab. Alright. Is there anything here? Like, we got some equipment here, but we don't have any... control panel. Okay, let's have a look.
Well, it's a little unfamiliar, but I think I can control the station's power flow from this panel. It didn't. No unusual a wave reduction converter. We might be able to use this. It's a specialized tool for dampening graviton flux waves.
Okay, cool. It's
Didn't work.
Oh. Gate wave converter, there we go. Okay, what about this?
I don't think we'll need this plasma shunt. The main power source here is definitely not plasma-based.
Flux router.
Router is for really delicate work.
We need one of those, don't we, for that holo table in the administrator. So, yep, got one of those. What's this?
That's a phase inverter coupling. It's for reconnecting multi-phase energy channels and correcting flux modulation problems.
Sounds useful. We'll take that.
A graviton probe. That could be useful when you're dealing with the gravitic power source.
This is quantum singularity, the gravity, so I guess we'll take that. I'm pretty sure you only need 3 of these things, but...
Pulse negators are used for canceling fluctuations in pulsed energy systems.
Okay. We can always come back to this, I think, but I think we have what we need. This is kind of a... There's some equipment here, you only need some of these, but we got the flux router. I'm pretty sure we're going to need a couple of these other items, so let's go to the control panel. Okay. What have we got here?
A lot of these systems... I can still cut the power to any of the 4 conduit groups, but not for long. I don't want to overload the system.
Okay. This isn't so much a puzzle as just press a button. Okay, so let's press the button. Oh wait, hang on. Oh, I've got no idea.
I can still...
Okay, okay, so random pressing got the right one. I think. I hope. Oh, cutscene. Yep, there we go.
Enterprise, are you detecting anything unusual?
We have detected a small object departing the station at high speed. Sensors identify it as a small asteroid.
That is quite improbable.
Apparently, this object is capable of sending false readings to our sensors.
The device has a chameleon field, which allows it to send false readings to sensors and tricorders.
Interesting. The object has accelerated to warp speed.
Yeah, so we can go back to the Enterprise and chase it, but that's just going to end up in futility. I'm pretty sure it's just going to get out of sensor range, and from the tricorder readings, it can easily match the Enterprise's speed, so let's not waste the time.
Given the device's chameleon-like abilities, it is unlikely we can track it for long.
Acknowledged. Picard out.
Okay, well, I guess we're done in here. It's gone. It's,
I'd say that alien machine cut through the conduit casing to get at the energy inside. Wow, this is amazing. When the hull was breached, a liquid titanium-duranium alloy flowed into the gap and immediately hardened. The seal is perfect. There's no loss of air at all.
cool. Data, anything interesting?
It's been sealed. There has been no appreciable loss of atmosphere.
Okay, well, I don't want to go in here yet because I want to go fix the holo table, because that might give us some more relevant information. So, Mr. LaForge, let's get our flux router. There we go.
No unusual. Look at this damage report. Only a few very specific sections were hit. No random damage at all. This wasn't an attack. This was surgery.
Power surges have damaged systems throughout the station.
So, there doesn't actually seem
The station's suffered.
to be much point in this then?
No unusual reading.
Okay, well, we did that, I guess. Oh, no, wrong place to be. Oh. Now everyone's blocking the exit. Let's go back, guys, come on. There we go. Engineering. There we go.
You have an uncanny sense of timing.
Who's this guy?
Timing, I said. You have fine timing. The one instant I cannot afford to be distracted, and in barges all of Starfleet.
Well, I'm not sure I'd call Fall Guys all of Starfleet, but... I'm pretty sure this guy's the engineer, and I kind of want another engineer to talk to him, so let's have Mr. LaForge talk to him, even though Riker should really do it.
Chief engineer of the Enterprise.
I think Geordie's a better choice.
Thanks for the offer, but I haven't time to instruct Starfleet in the intricacies of singularity-driven power generation, so kindly stop distracting me.
There was a large machine of some kind on the power conduit just outside this door. What was it?
I can't imagine. There shouldn't be anything attached to the main conduits except where they connect to the distribution net. What did it look like?
It was big, about 15 meters long. It had some kind of neutronium alloy shell and was very well armed.
Neutronium? Armed? We have nothing like that here. It must have been left by the ship that attacked us. Where is it now?
It just cut a hole in the hull and left. I'll bet that's how it came in, too.
Well, that explains the damage to the conduits and the energy fluctuations. I wonder what it was doing.
Okay, well, can we talk to him some more? Okay, so this is a choice, I think. So we either jettison the core and basically ruin their science, or we try and save the core and save his science. This guy's a bit of a, typical arrogant scientist. His work is everything at the expense of everything else. Kind of a typical trope. I like to do the save as much as we can. I like science, so...
Dr. Greaves, I'm chief engineer on a Galaxy-class starship. It's my job to work miracles.
Miracle worker.
Have you seen a system like this before?
I'm not sure. It looks like some kind of gravity wave power source. But how can you generate gravity waves of this magnitude?
A little something I got from the Romulans.
Yep, Romulans.
An artificial singularity bottled up down there, and by varying the strength of the containment field, I was able to increase the magnitude of the gravity waves.
But now that something's got the energy flow out of phase with the containment field, we've got to get the energy flow back in phase immediately.
Not bad for a Starfleet officer. You may be of some use after all. You see, the only reason the field's held up this long is because I've been here manually compensating for the fluctuations.
Sounds like you could use an extra pair of hands.
I just we could actually compliment him there.
Containment field.
I'll keep the containment field up as long as I can. I see you already have a phase inverter and a wave reduction converter. Good. You'll need them.
A phase inverter? But that'll just make the fluctuations reverse. Unless... if we use the wave reduction converter to dampen them, the reversal will actually work in our favor.
So yeah, these are the other devices we've picked up, and it's basically telling us in which order to use them here. We use the wave reduction converter, and then the phase inverter, I think.
Smarter than you look. Install the phase inverter coupling in the damage...
Oh no, other way around.
Then use the wave
My bad.
reduction converter to bring the fluctuations down. If I can keep the containment field up, we should make it.
I'm on my way.
Alright. Is there anything here of interest to look at?
It didn't work. A lot of these systems are out.
Can we use them?
A lot of these systems...
No. Is he alright?
Data has been
Well, we know Data's been injured, but he's fine.
not work.
Okay. Well, let's go out the door. So we need to do the phase converter first. I guess it's that. And then...
Enterprise.
Picard here.
We've stabilized the power core. The outer shields should be lowered now.
Confirmed. We'll start evacuating the wounded immediately.
Great. That means we're done here. Beam us up.
not even a closure, I'm not going to talk to Greaves and say, yeah, we've done it, good job, we're out, we're done, we're out of here. Okay, cool, well, job done. We have completed our first away mission successfully.
We are being hailed, sir. It is Chancellor Daneb.
On screen. Captain Picard, you have my warmest thanks. We had really given up hope.
We're pleased to have been able to help. Have you recovered all the pods yet?
My staff tells me all the evacuees are safe and sound. And my compliments to your medical staff. Our surgeons were quite impressed with Dr. Crusher's handiwork.
I'll pass that along. The last of the injured personnel should be beamed down within the hour.
I think we can handle it from here. By the way, Dr. Greaves personally extends his gratitude. He felt he owed you and your crew an apology.
It's fine.
Tell him we accept his apology.
You weren't even there, Jean-Luc.
Picard out.
What are your orders, Captain?
Okay, this is the option I was wanting for last time, so we'll do that, because I think you can see down here it resumes, it saves your previous destinations, so let's
Yes, sir.
do that. I want to contact Starfleet quickly, and
Admiral Williams here. What can I do for you, Captain?
What's your assessment of our recent performance?
The Enterprise responded to a distress call from Mertens Station. Good work there, Picard. Without your efforts, this could have been a real catastrophe.
so like I said, if we hadn't saved the station, we'd probably be getting a bit of a dressing down, or at least some disappointment here.
You saved hundreds of lives, kept the station operational, and even managed to save the experiment.
Yeah, even managed.
Congratulations. Shall I go on?
Please do.
Please do.
The Enterprise's presence in this region has set a lot of minds at ease.
Okay, that's it.
Picard out.
Okay, I'm gonna stop there now we've done that. I think I know what's coming next, and I think it's my least favourite mission, as I recall. At least, I don't know, we'll see when we get there, but yeah. I'm gonna call it there for today. Hopefully you've been enjoying this. Please do let me know in the comments if you've even gotten this far. This is quite a long video. I honestly don't know how long Let's Plays should be. This is probably going to be about 40-45 minutes long. Maybe it's too long, I don't know. Let me know, and we'll see you next time. Take care.